Welcome back. Chapter 5 in this week's lessons does certainly offer a handful of tricks for analyzing the data that you so carefully have entered into a worksheet. In this lecture, we'll talk about seeing what the Sparklines say, as well as creating in-cell charts with Sparklines. Now, sometimes you want a visual to accompany data, but you either don't have room for a chart or you don't want to go to the trouble of creating a chart and bring about all the elements of it and how you want it to look and so on. You want a quick picture of the data in question. So I'm going to select this data in this worksheet for the best hospital. And then the button comes up for the quick analysis. And I'm going to select my Sparklines here. And then here, as you see, we can do a line. I think line is pretty good. There's a column. Now, I think in this case, column doesn't do us much justice because, if you look at rows 3, 4, 5, and 6, which is what the data that we're looking at a glance for analysis, if you look at the month of December, you'll see that 299 and the bar for 156, they both look the same. So maybe the win-loss, I don't think that does much for us either. So in this case, I'm going to select the line. And then, as you know, once we select that, then on our design tab, we get Sparkline tools. Is that we can select a color here. I kind of like my green. We can also select the weight with it as well. So if we want to increase the weighting, then we can do that as well. So if you notice here in the graph down below, I do have some negatives, so I'm going to select that. And I'm going to move this down. Once my Sparkline tool comes up, I'm going to select that. And see, here's a line chart. Does that do any justice? I kind of like the column. That does do us a little justice. It does show us some negatives. And then the win-loss, I feel that that's a very good one here as well. So because it shows the negatives in red and then also the positive numbers in blue, but they look the same. So in this one, I kind of like the column, so I'm going to go ahead and select that, and I'm going to leave the color as is. As you notice, we have different styles and different options we can choose if we want. There's black and there's a blue, another shade of blue, and so on. So I can click. We can get an orange or, just whatever colors we want. And we can also select the color from our color chart as well. So I just wanted you to get a quick overview of the Sparklines. And you'll notice over here I have a column of data. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and shade that data. And what I could do is I'm going to, instead of using the tool here, I'll go to the Insert tab. And then I'll go where it says Sparklines. And then from there, I will choose a line. And we get our boxes shown in our text. And I'd like for it to, our data range is going to be here from S2 down to S10, and then our location range, I'm going to put it here. So we're going to say OK. And then, of course, you have all the options, where you can change the color and the weight. In addition to that, you have the option of axis and so forth, and all the different commands here. So again, that's a quick overview of Sparklines. Sparklines start on page, oh my gosh, they start on page 297 of our text. Okay, thank you.